What's going on, guys? As you can see, I'm in a good mood. You know why? That's a 3-game winning streak tonight. Let's go. Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up for the Spurs. 3-game winning streak. And yeah, you know what? Let's just get it started right with them. Things I saw from the game that I liked. DeMar almost going for 40, got 38 on the night. Keldon continues his, impressing in his second year, which is just he played he played the second most minutes tonight, right behind DeMar with 44. Keldon got in with 42 minutes and DeJounte with 41, and DeJounte even played well with a 22-point, 14 rebound game. Really, guys, the highlights of this were, seeing Keldon Johnson continue his good play, especially on the defensive end of the ball. I mean, he's taking that step forward as, accepting his role and accepting all the responsibilities on defense, having to guard LeBron, having to guard Kawhi, having to guard, the number one option on the other team, which is, you like to see it from a second-year player, especially that's on your team that you love. So, excited with Keldon. DeJounte, he had a pretty good night. 22 and 14 on the rebounding side. DeJounte's going to do that for you on the boards. He's going to get those. I'd like to see his assists go up a little bit more, but I mean, we got the win. That's all I really, really care about. LaMarcus Aldridge, not the greatest showing. He had a 10-3 night, I think. Yes, 10-3 night. Not the greatest showing from LA. Once again, Patty Mills off the bench, huge for us. Like I said, I wanted to keep him. That's the vet I wanted to keep was Patty Mills, doing a great job for us. And then on the Timberwolves side, Anthony Edwards just makes, a very key mistake in the game. End of the game, he had a chance at a 2, kicks it out instead, and, forces a turnover for the Spurs, and they didn't even foul at the end of the game. You could see the assistant coach or one of the coaches of the Timberwolves side, saying foul, foul, foul. But we escaped. We got out with a W, 3-game winning streak, had big wins against the Clippers and Lakers, escaped with a W against Minnesota. Back at it tomorrow night against Minnesota. But yeah, as a Spurs fan, I know a lot of us are happy. A lot of us are happy what we're seeing on the court and the production we're getting from the young guys. And this is what we wanted last year. The young guys playing a lot, and we're getting it. So, nothing to complain about. Another W added and a 3-game winning streak just to get the young team rolling. So, let's hope we can continue it tomorrow night and continue to push forward. And then another thing from the Timberwolves side, I would like to see Karl-Anthony Towns shoot the ball a little bit more. I think Malik Beasley had more field goals than him, or field goal attempts than him today. You just like to see him get the, more touches, just more involved in the offense. And then just a little bit more from D'Lo. Wasn't the greatest night from him, but not going to hold it against him. Next game I want to talk about that I really didn't get to see that much is the, let's go back to the 2 p.m. game, which was the Nuggets and Sixers. Sixers got plagued by COVID, so, no Embiid, no Simmons tonight. It was kind of a struggle, but they have a highlight. They have a highlight in Tyrese Maxey, who scored 39 points in all the minutes he was given. And, really just kept him in this game, honestly. And then, Jokic did his thing, 15 points. Not the greatest, but he also gave you the assists, which you love from a center, 12 assists, and 9 boards to go along with it. It was a good night from Jokic. Murray had an all right night, 14 points, wasn't the great. I think they just got all-around scoring from Gary Harris and Willie Barton. So, it wasn't the greatest night from the Nuggets, but got the job done against a good Sixers team that was just plagued with COVID. So, nothing to worry about on the Sixers side. You just love to see that Tyrese Maxey, had a big night, able to carry the torch. And then the next game that I want to talk about that I really didn't watch was Cavs-Bucks. No Giannis playing, no Sexton. Okoro was the only one that was playing in that game that I really want to keep my eye on. But, Andre Drummond came in with a 28-20 game, 28 points, 24 rebounds. That's something you like to see as a Cavs fan. And then Dotson, I think it's Damian Dotson, used to play for the Knicks. 21 points from him. Still wasn't enough to beat the Bucks, though. Bucks are still a good team without Giannis. You still got Chris Middleton, Dante DiVincenzo, Drew Holiday. You just got pieces that make that thing fit. And even without Giannis, it's still a great team. And they picked the right nights to rest them. Tonight was a good night. No Sexton, no Garland. Just give them the day off. Let Middleton, Holiday, and Lopez pick up the work. But yeah, didn't really watch that game. Don't have much to say from it other than that. Let's get to the games that I did watch, because I believe I watched the rest of these. Hawks at Atlanta. LaMelo Ball with his first triple-double. Youngest player in NBA history to get a triple-double. That's going to put you in Rookie of the Year conversations very early and probably keep you at the #1 position. If he continues to ball like this, I think it's time for the Hornets to make that change. I think it's, you've seen enough from LaMelo the past, 6-7 games. I think you have enough to put him in that starting rotation and, let him start getting those starting minutes. Even though, he did get 31 minutes tonight, I would like to see him start off the game and, of course, finish the game. But, yeah, great night from LaMelo. 22 points, 12 rebounds, 11 assists. Not that many turnovers either, 1 turnover. You love to see that from a young rookie point guard, So that's something to build off for LaMelo. A huge win for the Hornets, and a big reason why is P.J. Washington. P.J. Washington taking a big step up in this game. Went 7-11 from the field, 22 points. You wanted to see that from P.J. Washington. Rozier, he's going to give you 20 at least. At least that's what you hope with the contract you give him. But he got 23 tonight. So, good win from the Hornets. Trae Young, struggling lately. Hasn't really been able to consistently hit his shot. I think he went, 0 for 5 from 3 today. Just not the greatest overall performance from the Hawks. DeAndre Hunter was, every time we bring up the Hawks, I bring up DeAndre Hunter, which is a good sign. He's just growing into that role. Great on defensive end of the ball, but he's picking up his offensive slack that, you saw in the first 2 years. You love to see that. Cam Reddish also picking up his slack from, I believe it was his rookie year last year, coming in, dropping, leading the team with 21 points tonight off the bench. Pretty much from that game, all I had to take away was LaMelo's big night with a triple-double. Youngest, like I said, youngest player in NBA history to do that. That has to hold some value, and that's going to put him at the top of the Rookie of the Year right now. And now with him playing like this, I think Wiseman's still playing well, but if they insert him into that starting lineup, give him the full minutes that he needs, LaMelo Ball is going to be your Rookie of the Year this year in the NBA. Next game, I watched this next game pretty much almost all the way through. Came in the second quarter, kept it on. It was really interesting. I just liked the back and forth between the Pacers and the Suns. Suns get the job done, 125-117. And really, Mikal Bridges, like I said in videos prior, great role player, but just exploded on the offensive end tonight, going off for 34 points. And really got it done from the 3-point range, 6 for 8. You like to see that, that's that 3-and-D player he is, going 12 of 18, shooting the ball efficient tonight. It's exciting for Suns fans to see not only are, Booker, Ayton, and Paul performing, but you have the role players performing too, and that's what creates a good playoff team. Role players just, playing their role and exceeding in that role. Ayton with 8, 14, you like to see more scoring from Ayton, but hey, when you got D. Booker dropping 25, Bridges dropping 34, you're not going to get much production out of Ayton. Mikal had the hot hand tonight. You just give him the ball and let him go. And then we had Cam Johnson come off the bench and get 16 points, another role player that I really love from that team. They got to figure out what Sarge's role is on this. He's getting the minutes, but it just doesn't seem like he's really fitting in anywhere. You don't want him on the floor with Ayton. And, you just have to find a role for him that fits what you want from like Mikal and like Cameron, because he can hit that 3-point shot and extend the range, but you also want to see him go inside the paint and, get some paint touches too. But overall, good night for the Suns. They won. Pacers, Brogdon had an all right night, 7 of 20 from shooting, not that great. Sabonis went 50% from the field, 28 points, and 22 rebounds. That's a big one. 22 rebounds. That's a big stat line for Sabonis, but just not enough to get the job done. Justin Holiday off the bench, 17 points. It really didn't matter what the Pacers did in this game. It just seemed like the Suns always had a response. So, I wouldn't hold it against the Pacers. Suns are a great team. They still were, their second seed, third seed in the East. Just a lot to improve on from the Pacers here. Suns, great win. Next game that I want to touch on, I believe, is the Mavericks and Magic. Mavericks and Magic, blowout game, not really much to say here. Nikola Vucevic, though, 30 points for the Magic. I think that's his first 30-point game. Yeah, that's his first 30-point game this season, I believe. Cole Anthony stepping in for Markelle Fultz in that starting role didn't really play that well. Just not a lot of highlights for the Magic tonight. You know, it was an off night. You lost Markelle. That's kind of got the team morale down right now. You know, we'll see how they progress without Markelle throughout the whole season. I don't expect Cole Anthony to be this bad where he's only dropping 8 points, 3 assists. You know, I expect him to pick it up, but it's hard when you don't have, you know, that guy you just signed a good, decent contract with out there as he, you know, unfortunately tore his ACL. Like I said, praise up for Markelle. But Tim Hardaway Jr. with a big night, 36 from the field. Luka Doncic, you had 20 points, 11 rebounds, 10 assists. That's another triple-double for Luka. I believe that's his second of the year. And then a big night from Trae Young off the bench, Trey Burke, I should say. 11 for 13 from the field, 29 points. And yeah, that's really all I have to say about this game. Wasn't that entertaining. Mavericks got the job done. Next game that we're going to speak about. Let's see. All right. Touch bases on all these games. Yep. We're going to go to the Heat and Wizards. Now, the Heat got the job done. Wasn't pretty, but the thing is at the end of the game, you know, the Wizards hit a couple good shots in a row that really made this thing look close. But Miami had control pretty much the whole game. And the big nights are from Tyler Hero, 31 points. He really didn't do much on the assist end of things, you know, only 2 assists. But 31 points, that's what you want Tyler Hero to do, you know, just find his shot. And if he's not playmaking, he's making the shot. If he's not making the shot, he's playmaking. It's usually how it works with Tyler, or he's just having a complete off night. But he's been playing all right this beginning of the season. I'd say much better than how he started his rookie season. Obviously, you want that from a second-year player. Jimmy Butler, 10 of 18 from the field. And you also had 26 points from Jimmy Butler, which, you know, that's that needed boost. You know, Jimmy wasn't really scoring, and he was out the previous games. So that's a much-needed boost from Jimmy Butler, getting 26 points. Olynyk solidifying his starting role, 18 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, a block, and a steal. You know, that's that role player. Having those role players is important in the NBA, and Olynyk does it well. Fits that Heat team well too. Just the spacing and just having Bam control that middle paint. I just like watching the Heat play a lot. And then Goran Dragic, of course, did his thing off the bench, 21 points, 7 of 10 from the field. Wizards side of things, I mean, Denny finally showed up, 20 points, 7 of 15 from the field though, not that great. Roy Hachimura had an all right night, 17 points. And then their leading scorer was Grayson Matthews. Never heard of this guy before. 6 of 12 from the field, 22 points. But that just explains how it's going for the Wizards right now. No Beal, no Westbrook. Wasn't that interesting. But we're able to keep it close with the Heat, you know, with a couple late shots and, you know, just fighting back and forth throughout the game. But like I said, Heat were in control most of the game. And then I believe that's all the games for today. Let's see. We talked about that. Yeah, all the games for today, except for the Trailblazers and Kings, which I have right here playing right now. And it's 93-68 as I look at it. I mean, Trailblazers are going to win the game. Doesn't really matter. I think CJ has like 30, 32, something like that. And, yeah. But if you enjoyed, guys, I'm happy. Like I said, just continue to push out content whenever I can. And, yeah, you know, I'm going to end it off like I did last time because, you know, I feel like everybody needs positive vibes in this world right now. Please stay safe. Please be, you know, positive to your neighbor and just, you know, spread positive vibes like I always say. And, yeah, SFL.